Good day, guys. Welcome back to this channel. First of all, if you've not subscribed, I want you to actually click on the subscribe button, like, share, and also make your comments a lot to watch out for it. Now, we would be looking at our Euro USD, GBP USD, and USD JPY for the week. We'll try to predict where this price will be moving for this week. So now let's take a look at our Euro USD. I would love us to start from the monthly time frame. First of all, let's see the trend of this movement. We all can see that this price on the monthly time frame is a bearish move, right? We can see that this is a bearish move, and I've also included this line. You can see it as a trend downward, like the resistance, trend, and the support trend, which is down and up, right? You can see this is a bearish move. Now, see something this way. We can see I've included this moving average, which is 10-period moving average. I know you all know the rules of trading moving average is that once the price is below the moving average, right, there's only one movement to be made, which is to short it. But if it is above it, we have to go long. So clearly, we can see this movement here. The price is below 10-period moving average. So if you want to trade on the monthly time frame, months, within, I think within 2 months, 3 months, you should be able to grab a lot. Those that trade on the monthly time frame, there's only one movement you should be making, which is a bearish move, right? You have to short this price. Now, take a look at this movement itself. You can see this impulse move, and here comes the correction, right? Now, this is an impulse move downward. Here comes the correction. This is an impulse move downward. Here comes the correction. We can see green, right? Now and again, another impulse move, massive move, and here comes the correction, right? Now, what do we expect to be made? Of course, we expect another bearish move on this our Euro USD. Now, take a look at this green. I think we are starting to have that correction though, which you see this candlestick wick here. Price has actually rolled up to this level, then it started dropping. So kind of correction is dropping, but it will be more visible within I think next month or next 2 months, around November, December, you should be able to see it that price has already dropped further down. So this is October. We've kind of had a bullish move this October, right? And the bullish move is kind of like a pullback. So after this pullback, what do we expect? Another bearish move on this Euro USD. So Euro USD on the monthly time frame, this is a bearish move. We can see that this price has come to this level here, so we expect it here. See, price tested this level, tested this level, and we saw price came close to this level. If in case this bearish move is not over, then we should see it roll up a little bit to touch this level. But I personally believe that this bearish move is over. So this week personally, I would be expecting a bearish move. So that is it. So that should now take us to our weekly time frame. So take a look at this movement on Euro USD. Take a look at the trend. First of all, this is a bearish move, right? We can see that our price has came to our moving average and broke above it a little bit. We all see something like that happened here. We saw that it was quite below 10-period moving average. The price kind of broke above it. It's later corrected itself and went below, right? Same thing here. It broke above it a little bit, came here, we saw it broke above it. This is why we had this huge candlestick wick here. So we saw this price kind of break above our moving average. Now it is correcting itself. We can see that the price is dropping. So I believe that since this week that just finished, we actually opened and closed bullish, by the way. So this week we are trying to predict. I believe we should have a bearish move. I personally believe that we would actually open and close bearish. So by that time, our price should be below our 10-period moving average. So expect that movement. So we can see this movement here. We saw price reacted here, right? We saw, once price dropped to this level, we saw it push up, right? And of course, it makes sense for our price to actually react here. So we should be expecting a drop on Euro USD this week. So if price can react here, if price can react here, 1, react here 2, react here 3, then we should be expecting a bearish move. The thing is that once price has reacted to a certain level previously, especially multiple times, 1, 2 times or 3 times, this or 4 times, anytime it has reacted to that place at least 2 times. Once price gets to that level again, it would react there again. It will react there. So this is why we're having a reaction at this level. Why we're having this, candlestick wick here. Price has gotten to that level, and now it is now dropping. So on this weekly time frame, we should be expecting a bearish move anytime soon. So price kind of reacts here. So we should be expecting a bearish move. So it makes sense for price to not drop here. Kind of had a pullback, right? Came here, broke above it a little bit. A pullback occurred, right? We saw it. Notice this movement, guys. So again, another bearish move was occurred, right? Then we had the pullback. Notice that this pullback failed to break this previous lower highs, and this pullback itself here failed to break this previous lower highs. So if you notice this drop, a pullback, right? You notice this lower highs, another lower lows was made. Now a new lower highs was made. You see it failed to break this previous lower highs, right? Then another drop was made, and now we've had this correction, and this correction has failed to break this previous lower high. So what movement do we expect next this week again? So we are expecting a bearish move. So this is one of the reasons why I said personally that since we closed bullish the week that just finished, this week that we are predicting we would actually close bearish. It is now time for us to actually get that bearish move. So get ready. So for those of you that want to short this price, I think the time it will be time anytime soon. So watch out for it. What again? I think that is the movement. So by the way, once we are having this bearish move within this November, sorry, within November, December, we should be able to break this ice, right? This is the previous pullback level, right? We saw once price came to this level, we saw a pullback, right? Once price dropped again, sorry, we saw it here, price dropped. If you notice, this price actually broke this previous lower lows here. Price actually broke this previous lower lows. Then a pullback was made, right? Then we had another lower lows. Notice this lower lows actually broke this previous lower lows here, the previous lower lows. Now a correction has been made within 3-4 weeks period, or within 3-4 weeks time. We should be able to break this lower lows here. These are new lower lows that we've made. We should be able to make another one thereby breaking the previous one. So still an indication Euro USD this week we would be bearish. Now let's take a look at this daily time frame on this Euro USD. So pay attention to this movement itself. So this is the movement full trend on this Euro USD, right? A bearish move. Clearly we can see that this price is downward, right? So we saw that price kind of broke above our moving average, right? Now price is now dropping. So it has been above our moving average, so it is now dropping. It is close to our moving average, right? And I strongly believe this week will actually break below it. Our price would be below the moving average. We saw it has even happened previously. We saw it kind of when a correction was made. We saw it broke above the moving average, corrected itself, right, and dropped. We saw it above this moving average, right? We saw it happen there once where it broke above the moving average. Now it has happened here again. So this week we would expect this Euro USD to actually drop further down, thereby breaking thereby being below our 10 period moving average. Now take a look at this movement here that we've highlighted on our weekly time frame. So price came here, reacted here, came here, reacted, came here, reacted here. So you kind of see kind of a push here, which we like call it false breaker. I don't know if you can call it false breaker, by the way. So we are seeing a rejection, by the way. So I believe once price get to this level, yeah, you see that price came to this level here. Alright, let's take a look at this movement. Here comes bullish move, higher lows, higher highs, right? We saw the price reacted here. We saw a pullback at this level. Now we saw this huge impulse move. So we are now expecting a bearish move. So once price get to this level, I believe a pullback will happen at this level, right? Once a pullback happen, then we would expect another drop. So Euro USD, we are expecting a drop. Now let's take a look at this USD index for confirmation of this movement. So we have to zoom this USD index. So this USD index or DXY represents all our currency pairs for USD. So we can see this trend on this USD index. This is a bullish move, meaning as our USD is going bullish, it's giving us that bullish move. Then any other pairs we are trading to our USD will definitely give us a bearish move. Now let's take a look at it from the weekly time frame aspect for better understanding. Now take a look at this movement on weekly time frame. You can see this higher highs, right? then an higher lows occurred on this our USD index. This is higher lows occurred, right? A new higher highs happened on our USD index. Here comes the USD index. Then here comes the higher lows, right? Now a new higher highs here. We can see that this new higher highs was breaking the previous higher highs. And here comes the correction. Now you've seen this new higher highs. So of course, what do we expect? This is a pullback. Now notice this movement itself, right? I want you to notice this thing. So we saw this higher highs, right? A pullback occurred, right? Now we saw new higher highs was made. A pullback occurred. A pullback actually occurred to our previous higher highs. This was the previous higher highs when price dropped, then broke above it, then price came to test this level, right? Which was the previous higher highs. Now price has now gone bullish, right? Then a pullback occurred. Notice that the pullback actually occurred at this level. This level here was our previous higher highs here. This was the previous higher highs. So price kind of gave us a pullback to test this level. Now we've seen a breakout now, and it has gone bullish. Of course, we expect a pullback. Where does the pullback come to? We now saw it came to this same level here, which was our previous higher highs here. We saw this previous higher highs here. Price dropped, broke above it. Now price has now tested this level. What do we expect next on USD index? Another bullish move. So as we would be getting this bullish move on our USD index, right, we would be getting a bearish move on our Euro USD. So be expecting a bearish move. Reason why I predicted this week, we're very much likely to go bearish on our Euro to our USD. Now take a look at this level here. We saw price kind of come to this level, right? On our USD index, price dropped, right? Once price kind of broke above it, right? So our light here, we saw price reacted here, we drag it. So we saw price came to this same level where it once reacted to, right? We saw it went up, it bounces up, right? So I've highlighted this level. Now price has come to test this level again. Of course, we expect it to come to this level, which it actually get to this level. But we can see this kind of like a false breakout. It took out a lot of traders, though we had to go long, right? And some traders went long early, but it took them out. Though it is a bullish move, we had to make a bullish move from this level, but it actually dropped to take out a lot of traders though. So we consider this as a false breakout. What do you expect this next? Another bullish move. So if you take a look at this USD index on a daily time frame, as this USD its index will be giving us a bullish move, we'll be expecting a bearish move on our Euro to USD. Since USD is bullish, then any other pairs to our USD will give us a bearish move. So we are now expecting by this week, I believe we should be able to take this level by Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. So from year to year, we have about 96 pips to be made within Monday, Tuesday. So once price can come here, get to this, go bullish to this level, then we would see a bearish move to this level on our Euro USD. So as this USD index will be giving us this bullish move, then we will be seeing this bearish move on our euro. Then once this USD comes back to give us like a pullback to test a pullback, and it continues to go bullish again, which will break above it, which I strongly believe will happen this week, then we will see kind of like a pullback on our euro to USD, this level here, and another continuous drop will break above below this level. That is to tell you that continuous bullish move will be made on USD index. So at least we should be able to take out this level this week. We saw price it has tested this level here once, tested here twice. So this week, we strongly believe it will actually come and test this level again. So USD index or DXY says we are bullish this week. So expect a bearish move on our euro to USD, by the way. So let's take a look at so we will take a look at the 4-hour time frame. So what does the 4-hour time frame say? So we would want to take the trade, right? We would want to short it. What does the 4-hour time frame says? It says we are bearish. So take a look at this drop. Here comes the correction. Here another drop again. So it broke this previous low. So we would be expecting a correction which happened, right? No, this correction so far has failed to break this previous lower highs. This lower highs price has failed to break it now. Now a new drop is making. So by Monday, I believe we should be able to break this. By the time price open, market opens on Monday, we should be able to break this level. So on our Euro USD, a continuous bearish move. Secondly, we would want to take this trade on the 4-hour time frame, right? So what is the moving average saying? the price is below 10-period moving average. Assuming it was above the 10-period moving average, I would suggest or advise that you just stay out of this trade. But since it is below 10-period moving average, then I will see it as a good way or a big deal to actually short this price. Let's be able to short this movement. Maybe once the market opens, it depends on how it plays out. And let's see what 1 hour time frame says. So clearly you can see 1 hour time frame. This is a bearish move, right? And price is still below 10-period moving average. Maybe this kind of like a correction on the 1 hour time frame. Maybe once the price can break below this level on the 1 hour time frame, once price can break below a level of 0.99250, once price can break a level of 0.99250, then we can now enter to short this euro USD. So above all, this week we are expecting a bearish move on our euro to our USD. Now that will take us to the next one, which is our next one is our GBP USD. So as usual, we would start with the monthly time frame. So first of all, what is the full trend of this? You can see that this is kind of a bearish move. Price has been dropping right on GBP USD. That is it. So I mean, this it has long it has been happening. So this does not really matter. All these movements here does not really matter. So what really matter? What we should be looking at is this movement here. So what can we see here? This is you see that this price has been ranging on the monthly time frame. First of all, we saw price kind of came to this level here, right? We saw it roll up, came to this level. Reason why I highlighted this level down and the level up. So we will take this down level as our support and we will take this above level as our resistance level. So once price came to this resistance, we saw it came down to our support again, right? And again, after it came to our support, we saw it roll up and hit our resistance level. After that, again, we saw it actually roll down again, came to our support level. Not not only does it came to our support level, it broke below our support level, right? Now we all know the rules of trading support and resistance. You see that once price tends to break out of a resistance level, price must definitely roll back to test that resistance. Assuming price broke above this resistance level, the price must surely come to test that resistance level before it continue its movement upward, right? If price should break below the support level, of course, we expect the price to come to test that support level before it continue its bearish move, right? So now take a look at this monthly time frame on this GBP USD. You saw that this price came to this support level and it broke below. You see this candlestick wick. Of course, price gives us that bullish move to test the support level. So what do we expect to be made, right? We are now expecting a bearish move. Notice that this month, which is October, we kind of had a bullish move. So this is the monthly time frame. This is the month of October. This is a bullish move that was made. So I believe by November ending would actually have closed, open and closed, bearish. So we should be expecting a bearish move. Secondly, this is the moving average you can see here. We all know the rules of trading the moving average, which is once the price is below the 10-period moving average, you have to short it, right? But if it is above the moving average, you have to go long. So we can see that this price is below our 10-period moving average. That means we are to look for a way to actually short this price. So monthly time frame, we see that the pullback has been made. I think the pullback is over. What do we expect now? We should be expecting another bearish move. So monthly time frame, anytime soon, GBP USD will start giving us that bearish move. By November, we should have seen it closed bearish. Now let's see weekly time frame. That will take us to the weekly time frame. Now notice this movement on this 10-period moving average. You saw that this price came to our moving average, right, and it broke above it. Something like that has also occurred here. So price came to our moving average, broke above it a little bit, then corrected itself and dropped. Came here, broke above our moving average a little bit and corrected itself, drop. So I believe that once this price has actually, broken above our 10-period moving average, it should actually correct itself and give us that bearish move. So now let's take a look at the trend movements itself and let's see if you can spot some good movements. So we take here as a bearish move, a pulse move. Here comes the correction, right? Now this is a bearish move. Here comes the correction, and this is a bearish move. Here comes the correction. So I'm seeing this as a bearish move and a little bit of a correction was made here on our GBP USD. So we should see a bearish move and now this correction has been made, right? So what do we expect next? We expect another bearish move. So maybe if in case this price will go bullish, we should see it go bullish at least for 100 pips, we should come and we should actually see it come up to tap this level. We saw price came to this level, right? It came to this level, bounce up, right? Once price broke below it, it gave us a pullback to test this level and drop. Now this price is actually rolling and it is close to that level. There's every possibility it might even get to that level. So we still have about close to 150 pips to be made. Maybe once we have that, a little bit of a bullish move on GBP USD, like I'm saying, maybe once maybe like 100 or 150 pips has been made on our GBP USD, then start expecting a massive drop on GBP to USD. So we should be expecting a bearish move anytime soon on GBP USD. So expect it, a bearish move will be made anytime soon. But it just depends on maybe when to actually place your trade and take the shots. But let's see if we can go up a little bit for at least maybe 150 pips. Then the bearish move should be made. So we saw price rejected here, right? Rejected here. So we see it, drag it here. So let's see from here to this same level. We have close to 150 pips. Once 150 pips has been made, bullish move, drop will be made. And if that drop, if the bullish move is not we don't make that bullish move, then we should be expecting a drop. So anytime soon this week, we should be expecting a bearish move on GBP USD. By that time, our price should have dropped further down and break below our 10-period moving average. But within 2 or 3 weeks' time, we should see our price below our 10-period moving average, because from here down to this moving average, we have about close to 250 pips. So within 2-3 weeks, we should be above the moving average on the weekly time frame. That should now take us to the daily time frame. So I would love to zoom the daily time frame out. We'll zoom it. What does the trend says? Bearish move. So we can see that kind of here is kind of like a pullback level on our weekly time frame. Though it's kind of like a bullish move on the daily time frame, but on the weekly time frame, it's kind of a pullback level, because we saw this massive drop that was made, right? Then a pullback kind of occurred, right? So after this pullback, what do we expect? We expect a bearish move, but I also said that we still have about 150 pips bullish move to be made first before we go bearish, right? So this is why I said it. So we've highlighted here, we saw price tested this level, right? We saw price came to this level, right? And if we can to drag it here, you'll see that from here to this same level, we have 150 pips bullish move to be made. Maybe once a little bit of 150 pips has been made, then we can now start seeing that bearish move on our GBP USD. So this is what I'm still saying. Maybe a 150 pips bullish move should be made before we consider going short on GBP USD. And secondly, this price is still above 10-period moving average, so still an indication that for some times we would still go bullish, right? I think we should go bullish within Monday, Tuesday. Maybe that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we should start seeing that bearish move. Then the upper week, which will be next 2 weeks, then that good massive drop will be made. But first of all, this week we want to see a little bit of a bullish move to be made before that bearish move. So I see this price, kind of test here. We saw it drop. We saw this price roll up, tested this level. We saw it dropped. Now that this price has broken above it, of course, we expect this price to come to test it here. So this is why we had this, our wick is touching this level. So what do you expect? Continuous bullish move. So from here to here, that's gone up a little bit bullish move. So by Monday, Tuesday, we should be able to move about 150 pips on GBP USD. Though the price is still above our 10-period moving average, but by the end of the week, we should kind of sit close to our moving average, or possibly below our 10-period moving average. So now let's see the reason why we would also be going bearish on GBP USD is that we would love to take a look at our USD index. So this is the USD index. So we would see the foot trend of this USD index. What does this foot trend actually says? This is a bullish move. Take a look at this movement, right? USD index has been giving us a bullish move. Also our DXY. We all know that once our USD itself is giving us a bullish move, any other pairs we are trading to our USD will definitely give us a bearish move. Now take a look at this movement here. So we saw this price kind of came to this level, right? We saw it dropped, right? Now price has broken above this level, and we saw price came to this same level again. Notice that price kind of reacted here, and now price get to this level. Of course, we expect a reaction. Notice that once price has reacted to a level multiple times, especially one or two times, especially two times previously, once price gets to that same level again, it will definitely react. So we saw that this price came to this level, and of course we all expect a reaction, which is the normal thing, which we'll see. But we saw it drop a little bit, which will be seen as a false breakout, to take out a lot of traders. Some traders will start going long, which they are correct, by the way. So we all expect a bullish move. But you know how the banks kind of manipulate the price, by the way. Try to take out a lot of traders, and grab a lot of liquidity. So it is exactly what we had there. So kind of false breakout. So anyway, the price is now correcting itself. So we are now expecting a bullish move on our USD index. So we saw price reacted here. We saw it reacted here. So definitely this week or next week, within 2 weeks time, within 2 weeks, this week that we are expecting, and next upper next week, upper next week, we should expect this price should have hit this level here. So within 2 3 weeks, maximum 3 weeks, we should be able to take out this level where we had this huge candlestick wick here. So as we will be having a bullish move on our USD index or DXY, we should be expecting a bearish move on our GBP to USD. So since the USD will be going bullish, then any other pairs will be trading to our USD, which is GBP to our USD. We would expect a bearish move. Now take a look at this movement on USD index. Other way you can see this price movement on USD index is that we can take this bullish you can see this. I think the weekly time frame will be more better, since we want to see this price for this week. So we can take here as an impulse move, right? We saw it, this correction, right? Notice this, it came to correction was made, which came to our moving average, right? We saw another impulse movement. Now a correction has been made. Notice that this previous place we had this was our previous higher highs. Then price got a pullback, which broke above it. Now price has come to test this level, right? Which is obvious. So which we all expect. So new price was made on our USD index, by the way. So we kind of had a little bit of a correction here, right? So after this correction, we saw this correction came to our moving average, right? Now we've now had another impulse move upward. Notice that this correction was made, right? We have had a correction. This was our previous higher highs here. So it's previous higher highs here. So price kind of come to test this level. What do we expect it to be made next? Another impulse move. And also notice that this price came to our moving average, which broke below it a little bit. Of course, it's correcting itself. Now we're not expecting a bullish move. So on this weekly time frame, since this week that just finished the close bearish, the week that we will be predicting for, we would actually see a bullish move, which means price will open and close bullish. So as this USD index will give us that bullish move, we should expect a bearish move on GBP USD. So another reason, I've just showed you multiple ways why we very much to close bearish this week on GBP USD. Now let's take a look at it on the 4-hour time frame. We would want to place the trade on the 4-hour time frame, right? So we would want to short this we would want to short this trade, right? What can we see? That this price is still on a bullish move, one, and it is still above our 10-period moving average. So I personally will see, and how we say you should wait when you see multiple break or structure downward, then you can enter to short this trade, because this price is not well below the 10-period moving average. I personally can see this as an impulse move. Here comes the correction. Maybe once another impulse move has been made that breaks this lows here. If another impulse move downward has been made downward that breaks this lows, then maybe you can enter to short it, or you can wait once the pullback has occurred. Then you can now enter to short it, and we can continue our bearish move on this GBP USD. So if we want to take this trade and still seem like a bullish move, we would to short this trade. We are planning to short it, right? And we would love to short it on the 4-hour time frame. This 4-hour time frame is still an indication that we are bullish. So stay out of it until it gives us that bearish move, or confirmation of a bearish move. Then we can now enter to short this GBP USD. So wait till we have multiple break or structure downward, maybe probably on the 1-hour time frame. If price can just drop, break this level here, a pullback occurred, maybe we can now enter to short it, and a continuous bearish move should be made on GBP USD. And lastly is our USD JPY. So So let's try and see the movements on this USDJPY. So let's start with the monthly time frame on USDJPY. So first of all, we would want to start with the trend on our USDJ price. It is not showing us yet, but soon or later it will display the full trend. It is still calculating. So the full trend, if you notice that USDJPY, if you are to check it correctly, you will see that the full trend is actually on an uptrend move. The price is bullish. And if you include the 10 period moving average, you see that the price is above the 10 period moving average. So let's see if we can add this moving average here. It should be around their moving average, yes. So 10 period moving average. So I don't know why it's not showing you. Sorry, moving average 10. So let's start with the weekly time frame though, since it is not working properly. So what does this weekly time frame actually says on our USDJPY? Say it is actually a bullish move. Now take a look at this trend here. This is an impulse move, right? Higher highs that was made here. We had a correction on our USDJPY. After the correction was made, yeah, we had a correction. Now we've seen our new higher highs was made on USDJPY, right? Now after this new highs was made, we kind of see like a correction that was made on our USDJPY. Then again, an higher highs. So on this place, this is on the daily time frame. You will see you will see very well that price actually range within this area for some times, which is more visible on the daily time frame. We will go into it and soon later, so pay attention. You see that price kind of range within this area. So this is one of the reasons, price kind of, let's just assume this is as a pullback. Price kind of break above it. Of course, once price break above it, we expect price to give us a pullback to test this previous level, right? So of course, now that this price has given us a pullback, what do we expect on the weekly time frame on USDJPY? A bullish move. So this, if you see the full trend, you see that this is an higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, meaning we are on a bullish move. That is one. Secondly, is that this moving average, our price is still above moving average. So that is still an indication that our weekly time frame, we are still on a bullish move. So assuming it was below the moving average, then we can consider to short it. But since it is above our moving average, then we are to go long. So weekly time frame, this is an uptrend move. Now let's pay more. Now watch this movement on the daily time frame. So take a look at this movement on the daily time frame. You can see that the full trend is an impulse move, bullish move, right? Now take a look at this movement that I once talked about. If you are following this channel consistently, you would have seen how we predicted this move, how price kind of come to this level here. We saw it roll up to this level, then it dropped, which we take this up that it got to as our resistance and this down as our support. We saw it came up again to this our resistance level, and now here comes the support, right? We saw it came up again to this our resistance level, then price kind of roll, break above our resistance level. Now notice that once price is ranging and it breaks above our resistance level, right, we tend to see it come to test that resistance level. But if it breaks below our support level, right, will definitely see it come back, give us a pullback to test our support level and continue its bearish move. But we can see it here that it broke out of our resistance level. Of course, we all expect it to give us a pullback, which has just happened. So now that it has given us a pullback, what do we expect to be made? What movement do you expect it to make? Another bullish move on USDJPY. So this week, one of the reasons why I predicted that USDJPY, we would actually be going bullish this week. So this price is close to this moving average. Maybe once the price has broken above it or it is above it, then you can enter to go long. So the decision is up to you. You're the one that should know how to take the trade, by the way. So I will be patient enough. If this price can be above my 10 period moving average, by the time it is above this 10 period moving average, I should be able to take my buy and take it out at this level. At least that should be giving me 130 pips. If I can grab 130 pips this week on USDJPY, I personally would be so and satisfied. So if you want to grab more pips, by the way, you can enter and go long, take it out at this level. That will be about 200 pips. And if you still want to go long more to take this ice from here, that should be about 400 pips. So the decision is up to you. So now that this price has broken our previous resistance level, now we've seen a pullback. What do you expect next? Another impulse move. So USDJPY, we are expecting a bullish move this week. So now take a look at this massive drop that was made on our USD to JPY. So now that this massive drop has come to this level, what do we expect? A bullish move. So we can take a look at this movement on our 4-hour time frame. We would want to go long, right? When we've analyzed this chart, and to place this trade, we would love to place it on the 4-hour time frame. Now, what does the 4-hour time frame it says we're on a bullish move. Assuming it was on a bearish move, I would have advised stay out of this trade. But this 4-hour time frame is on a bullish move, and it is above the 10 period moving average. So we can enter to go long. So we can take a look at these movements like this. Impulse move. Here comes the correction, right? Impulse move. Maybe once the correction has happened, maybe once the correction has occurred, then can now enter to go long on USDJPY. So if you are patient enough, if you want to be patient enough to wait for a pullback to occur on USDJPY, then there's no problem. Once the pullback has occurred, we should be able to go bullish, take out this size, which I strongly believe if price can break above it, then we should see a pullback to test it, then a continuous bullish move. And if in case price does not break above it, then we should see price come tap this level. A pullback should occur here, then a continuous bullish move. Above all, we will be opening and closing bullish this week on our USDJPY. So do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and also make your comments. I'd love to watch out for it.